here we go. Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into probably the most hype race I have ever seen. And especially for on our side, local to the United States, this one is very close to home. In fact, we almost could have been there if we wanted to spend $5,000 a ticket, but rather we decided not to this year, perhaps in the future. Welcome to Miami and the Miami Grand Prix. Here, the inaugural Grand Prix in South Florida, the first one since 1959 when F1 raced at Sebring, where McLaren actually won that race. But today, it is all about the Ferraris and the Red Bulls. A front row lockout for Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc, who will be on pole today, followed up by Max Verstappen in third and Carlos Sainz in fourth. Fran, good Sunday. I actually get to do a Grand Prix where it's not 4 in the morning.
Yeah, this should be a quite interesting and also quite exciting Grand Prix, as this is the inaugural race here in Miami. And it's going to be even more interesting as we kind of have a interesting setup to the grid. You see both two Ferraris out in front, and then you have Max behind with the two Red Bulls there, both not actually having that much track time at all. So it'll be pretty interesting to see if they'll actually be able to catch the Ferraris. They're also running completely two opposite different setups as well. So we're going to have to see which is the actual correct setup to actually run for the race, high downforce versus low downforce in the high speed corners, etc., and even on the low speed corners. So it should be interesting to be able to see who comes out with this one. But I do think it's edge to Ferrari with the amount of time they had, as long as Carlos Sainz can keep it on the track.
Now, F1 has been growing in the United States over the last several years. Netflix is, sort of to blame for that, I suppose, or to thank for that. So if you're new into chat, feel free to ask questions. This might be the first race you've ever seen. If that is the case, no problem. We're here for you. Jump into the Discord too if you need the race itself. Otherwise, we're about to go here. We got about 4 minutes till lights out, and this is looking pretty good. The grid walk was hilarious. If you were watching. So
look, it's our apartment.
No, that's South Beach. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, that's South Beach.
That's
no,
definitely
that's
South Beach.
You can see it in the backdrop of one of these things. I'll point it out though.
Probably.
You can see it. It's quite funny.
Yeah, the regulars to the channel will have properly identified Paolo Banchero, who was on the pit lane. On the pit lane.
Thought he was Patrick Mahomes.
It was mistaken for Patrick Mahomes by Martin Brundle. I was dying, man. They were like, "Oh, it's Patrick Mahomes." I was like, "No, that's Paolo Banchero." It was just. Anyway, he looks like he's doing great. He's got a Balenciaga shirt. He's ready to go to the NBA. More power to him, man. He looks like he's doing fantastic. But here is the circuit: 19 turns, counterclockwise circuit. 11 through 16 are the tough ones, friend. That back section to get onto the back straightaway is going to get somebody today.
Yeah, 100%. I think so, and it's going to be pretty interesting. There's going to be 3 DRS zones in this entire track, but it's going to be really interesting because I really only think you can pass in one portion of this track, which is the back straightaway. I'm going to be very curious if other people try to pass in Sec 2 and 1 in the early parts, because there are certain corners where they don't have names for them yet, but it's very you have to give it power throughout the entire large turns. They're high speed turns, so it's very difficult to actually get the car into a position where you can overtake. The other thing on top of this that we need to be cognizant about, this is a brand new track. This is the first time they've ever even put asphalt down. There literally is kind of only one racing line. As you probably know, when it rains and stuff, there's typically one racing line that is dry. In this case, it is the one racing line that is not dusty, so you can actually have the grip and have them on the tires, which is why I still think this is going to be kind of only one passing section in DRS zone on the back straight, which should be interesting. Here we're seeing the grid, Bottas beating Hamilton in his new Ferrari machinery or Alfa Romeo machinery, and then on top of that, you'll see both Red Bulls side by side after having gone swamp racing this week.
Yeah,
Max Verstappen, and then you'll have Charles and Carlos Sainz. Hopefully, we see Sainz finish a race in the Ferrari, as it's been kind of difficult for him recently.
Well, he already hit the wall in free practice 2. I suspect this race is going to have at least one red flag. I mean, it just seems like with drivers going all out, there is just such little room for error here. Plus, you might even get the Miami afternoon thunderstorm that drops by. I mean, you
That's
never
true.
know. It's like completely unpredictable, right? Which is what makes this race so interesting from that perspective. New track, difficult conditions. It's apparently over 50 degrees centigrade in the cockpits of these cars.
Honestly, thank God I'm not there. It's so hot. It's like 95
Yeah, it
degrees.
really is.
I'm honestly happy I'm not there.
I'm surprised they don't run this race at night. Because if you did it any later in the calendar, I think you would have to, given how yeah, sounding Discord
One
is no
comment
quiet.
here though
Oh,
is
interesting.
the Aston Martin here is both of them have fuel pump issues, so they're going to actually be
No,
at the
no,
back of the grid.
slightly different.
Um,
The
or not fuel
fuel
pump, the
is too
fuel
cold.
itself,
The
right?
fuel is too
Yeah.
cold. Somebody left the fuel in the refrigerator for too long.
There's nothing I can do about the Discord volume. You're just gonna have to fix it on your end. So crank your volume up, or turn your Discord up, or turn me up.
Oh, you
There's
can
nothing I
actually
can do.
do in Discord settings. There is an output. There's a volume output in Discord settings that might actually fix that.
Yeah, which is my voice.
No, 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 no. On your local client, like on your local computer, if you're watching, you can turn Discord sound
Oh, if they're
itself up.
watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. If they're
yeah,
watching.
that's what I was saying. They
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to do that on their
Mhm.
end. I can't. Like, I'm gonna blow out my own eardrums if I turn it all the way up, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can't. I physically can't. So
Now, you were saying they haven't named the corners. Well, one of them is Fake Marina.
yeah,
I'm gonna
is
start naming
fake
them.
marina.
One is Fake Marina, because apparently everything Miami is fake, just like the lips and the cars, the water, and the boats. Everything except for the corners, apparently. And then there's another one. Mermaid Pool is another one.
Yeah, mermaid pool is another corner. I guess you could say
Mermaid
too.
Pool.
Yeah, that is that. That's very that is valid. And they actually had some F2 or I think F3 races. There were cars on the track earlier, so there should be even more rubber on the track. As you can kind of see, this is the interesting backdrop. It is kind of funny. Like the Hard Rock Stadium is not actually in Miami. It's like a 30 to 40-minute drive away from Miami, north. So it's kind of interesting. It's
But
just
it
like
is packed,
slightly
which is
removed from it.
nice to see.
Um, yeah, thank God the $3,000 tickets all got sold, right?
Yeah, they did. Well, it's like your
There also
Champions
is a
League.
pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is actually pretty neat. There's like a gondola that takes you from like turn 7 and 8, as you can see here on the pictures. It's kind of neat. I think there was I guess it's like, I think that would give you the best view out of anything actually in the
Oh yeah, the
entire.
gondola.
Yeah, the gondola would be the best part that you could actually see. So it looks like this is going to be the formation lap, and I guess there are no previous winners. It's only the people that have won in the United States.
Which would be Austin.
And there, which would be Austin, future soon to be Las Vegas. And then you can see everybody here still trying to warm up the tires on the back straight here. And funny thing, Toto says the car is still bouncing like a kangaroo this morning. So
Well,
Mercedes still has not necessarily been able to figure it out. They've been making upgrades. They've been doing as much as they can, but they haven't really been able to fully figure it out just yet. There also is, this is pretty interesting. The actual entrance to the pit lane is very long. We actually saw people doing pit lane practice entries because you can go actually extremely fast all the way to the pit lane, and then it makes you take you can see how long it is until you actually get to the pit lane itself there. So you actually want to go full speed and then slam the brakes right before to get you in line with the speed. We actually saw George Russell practicing that yesterday. Slightly different than some other tracks. Other tracks have like very short pit lanes. Just hop over and go right in. This one's a little different.
All right. Well,
and the cars are slowly lining up, and we'll see when the Williams want to get and finish up the grid. And there's going to be, I think that's Vettel's.
Either Vettel or Stroll. Yeah, they finally got
on the
fuel out of the
hards.
freezer. So
yeah, it looks
two-stop
absolutely
race.
packed.
This is exciting. All right, we're gonna let you here take it away as the Williams have come up to the back of the pack.
Yeah, the Alfa Romeo and the Williams are going to finish this out. Pretty interesting, actually. If you were even further back on the grid, you're not straight. And here we go. We're going to have lights out for the first ever Miami race. And here we go. It's lights out. Both Ferraris are off to a pretty good start. One of the Red Bulls. And it looks like he's going to I think that's Max Verstappen's going to have a pretty good lead on him, but it's going to be 1-2. And then Perez, no, it's Perez is going to go on the outside. He's going to be able to split the Ferrari. It's going to be 1-2. And then you're going to have Charles up front. Sainz is going to find himself in third, and you're going to have Max Verstappen in fourth there. And then you're going to have the Haas in the back, and then you're going to have both the Alpine and the Mercedes going side by side. You're going to have the McLarens being able to move up in the pack here, but there's been some action, and you actually have a Mercedes stuck in between two Haas's. Here we're going past the fake Marina, and this is what I was talking about. This is a very weird turn that you got to give it gas, and then you sort of have to hit the brake at the end, but then have it on camber as well on the way out. And how we're going to see it, it's going to be a split 1, 2, 3, 4, Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari, Red Bull. And I'm still waiting to see where everybody is exactly.
Yeah, interestingly, Max hasn't had the best of starts. And so you kind of saw that here too. Although he did
This
get
is
up
the
into
beach club.
second.
The Mermaids is the beach club. And then both Haas actually going side by side on that turn. I didn't know that was actually possible there, but they're going to be able to go around, and they do make the turn there. I'm not sure who actually it was. So my mistake, or it was Martin Brundle's mistake, that said Verstappen was in front. Verstappen's in second, Sainz is in third, and Perez is in fourth. Bottas finds himself in a really nice spot, but I'm really curious about how Gasly moved himself all the way up into sixth. Incredible moves by him to be able to get up there. Mick and Schumacher kind of hugging each other and finding themselves up through. And then it looks like somebody tried to overtake there, but I don't think it actually did. George Russell was trying to go on Joe Guan Yu. Remember, we still don't have DRS for another 2 to 3 laps.
Yes, exciting start. Actually, clean start, despite the fact that all the cars are actually
the
together.
Haas is going to try to make the move there on Ricardo. No, he's close. He's going to close the gap there.
Looks good. So it does look possible to pass here down into turn one. At least, well, Max did it.
Yeah, we'll have to be able to see kind of the restart there. Maybe he was only able to get it just because he got a better run off the line. But
well, so the that side, the odd side, was the favored line.
Yeah, it's favored. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. So
we still don't have lap split time, so I actually don't know if they'll be in range for DRS, but I think they're close enough, or they're at least close enough. I'm going to be honest with you. You're probably going to want to be able to do it now. I really think even if you have DRS on the back straight, you pass. I don't care what car is in front of you. I feel like you would 100% pass no matter what. But that also goes for if the Ferrari gets DRS on the Red Bull, right? It's just going to pass the Red Bull, kind of is said. And here's going to be Lewis chasing Fernando here on the back straight. Everybody in a little train here. Nice slipstream for everybody, and also dirty air for everybody as well.
Oh, you got a bit of porpoising there on the back stretch, aptly named considering they're racing around Miami Dolphins Stadium.
Oh, and the Williams is going to try to squeeze in on the inside of Russell. No.
Yeah, rather interesting.
Albon's not going to be able to make that pass on the Mercedes. Which,
Russell, that number one after free practice 2, and then we wake up the next morning and it's like, oh yeah, well, back to normal.
Yeah, it was kind of. They've actually done that a few times now, where they've been number one in practice. They like nailed the setup, and then they change something, and then it's completely wrong.
Ooh, that's track limits.
Yeah, that's going to be Latifi, I'm pretty sure, or Albon.
Yeah,
next passing situation would probably be this one right here, which is Hamilton on Alonso. That's probably going to be the next one that we're going to be able to see, as Hamilton has a pretty bright car painted on the inside. It was pretty cool. He's going to try to make the pass here, and he does. And he's just easily able to go right around the Alpine right there.
Yep. He gets that one.
With no DRS or anything. Club. So
no, he did. He did have it.
Oh, they do now have it.
Yep. Then there's also Red Bull Corner. Apparently.
Yeah, this is, I guess.
Red Bull Corner, and then the Yellow Wall of Death.
Well,
because that one.
That means Alpine. That means Alonso would have DRS back.
He should. He's only about 0.7 behind.
Nobody has a wing open though.
Yeah, they do have it on the straightaway.
Oh yeah,
here.
now it is open.
Yeah, the two Haas were using it there. Actually, people staying pretty tight, actually, which is kind of
here's going to be the restart. Here's going to be the restart of it all. You're going to see Max on the outside line. He gets a really good jump. Sainz has a pretty bad start. He's actually able to go all the way on the outside, and then just squeeze out signs there and just get a bit of pickup. Yeah, that was nice.
He looked like he could just carry more speed through turn one,
Yeah.
turn two there, and going on the outside. And then when he came out the exit, he just launched basically.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, in Sainz's perspective, it's not really worth to try to do anything too crazy there. Yeah, he actually gets a pretty decent start, Max, this year. And then he's on the outside, breaks a little later than
Yeah,
Carlos,
exactly.
and they're side by side, and he has to be able to give him the space too. He's going to be on the inside there. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's a
You,
good
you
job
you
by
had it
Max.
you had it called right. He's got late braking going into that turn there.
Yeah.
It kind of follows Charles
Here's going to
around.
be Lewis's start, which he, I guess, moved one spot back. So somehow Gasly gets in front of everybody. He gets cut off by the Red Bull there, then Bottas there, and then Gas. Oh,
Oh, he gets hit. Well,
he
interesting
got
because
hit
Gasly
actually.
takes the same line as Max
Yeah, he
did.
takes the same line as Max. He goes on the outside, basically just like, "Hey, I'll take this line and I'll just finish faster than all of you."
Somebody hits Lewis. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Twice.
Oh,
Alonso bumps him twice.
somebody
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's not that much space, to be quite honest with you. Even putting two cars through that is pretty. Yeah, that first gear is actually really bad.
Oh
He like
yeah.
never even got into second. Yeah, he's just.
Interesting, but great move by Verstappen there. You know, he really was looking to make a move right. You knew he was trying to make a move right there at the start and pulls it off nicely, even though, as I said, his starts haven't been the best all the time. Going around fake marina, trying to be like Monaco.
Yeah, and that's, I guess, fake marina is the turn that I was talking about. It's got a weird camper at the end, and it's the braking zone within it. You almost like, as a driver, you don't actually know if you need to carry speed throughout the entire one, brake at the beginning, or brake late and then get the momentum at the end. It's very tricky, actually. They designed this track actually to be a mistake generator track, which is kind of interesting. As
Mistake
a
generator.
which there, I mean, there were plenty of mistakes at the beginning in practice. Hamilton radio.
Whereas I noticed the
Hamilton
map wasn't
saying
moving. That is now fixed. Map is now operational.
Hamilton, I think, says there's something somewhat wrong or doesn't feel that great in the car, which I mean, he's not wrong. He literally got hit twice, so.
Yeah, it might be some
Uh,
the balance issue with the left rear. Would be
and
probably.
he's gonna have DRS here on Gasly, but I wonder if he's actually gonna be able to make the pass. I think he should be able to. No,
No,
no, he
good D.
won't. Gasly's gonna be able to hold it off there. He's
You
gonna
were
be able to get
mentioning
really close
earlier
onto his.
how it's like brand new. You can see right there that picture, the toothy asphalt, where they've laid down the very
Yeah, that's where
different.
they've had to repair the actual track there. And he's going to go on the inside of Gasly here into turn one, and he should be able to get this pass very easily and nicely. Yep, good job there from Lewis.
Okay, so we've seen you can pass on the start finish straight. You can pass into turns 1 and 2, and you can also pass on the back straightaway. So it actually seems like
Yeah,
there's
but
two
you
passing
need
zones.
so you need DRS on the back straight to get you close enough on the.
When you come around to the start finish.
Yeah.
Here are these two coming around fake marina.
And then other than that, the split times are like Magnussen passes to Noda. Xiao Guan Yu and Russell maybe in a spat and Albon for 14, 15, 16. Other than that, it's pretty spread. Max would have to push to be able to get close to Leclerc, but I don't think he's going to push that hard. I think they're going to try to do that later in the race. And then Zhou Guan Yu is going to make the pass there on Ricardo. And then this is Haas. Mick and Sonoda, I would say, right? Yep.
Yep, indeed. Actually, Haas having
This
a
is
pretty
going to
good
be on
showing.
the straight. This is going to be on the straight. Yeah,
Ooh,
he's going to
look
be
at
able
this
to take the
wheel-to-wheel
turn,
racing.
wheel by wheel.
Ooh, little love tap there as he goes by. Actually, Lando Norris.
I don't think he did anything wrong.
Into the top 10. McLaren having us actually struggling this weekend a little bit. Really not their racetrack, but he's managed to put himself in ninth at the moment. It's good to see for McLaren.
And you're going to have Alonso on the back of Gasly right there.
Now Hamilton has to somehow try to chase down his former teammate.
Yeah, so this is going to be kind of interesting because now you have a DRS train behind Lewis, right? So Gasly will always have DRS on Lewis. Alonso will always have DRS on Gasly.
Yep.
Unless Hamilton can somehow spread out, and then if he gets that to over a second, then he's fine, right? But it kind of almost puts him in a pretty odd spot
I'm
if he's not able to
seeing
keep that gap, but he probably will keep that gap.
I'm seeing the interval at 1.5
No
actually,
going to radio.
or 1.
Something happened to the car, which is rather unfortunate. He actually was doing pretty well. He just had passed somebody as
Oh,
well.
that looks like the alpha is done.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't think we would see all 20 cars finish this one, but that's not the reason why.
Well, I bet you Botas doesn't want to hear that.
Nope. The new
He's probably praying that ain't his car. And this is a new camera angle that we've seen here. You can actually look on the back of Gasly's car to actually see how close the other car behind them with DRS is. And it doesn't actually look like Alonso's DRS wise getting that close. Actually, Lewis went really wide on that turn. That was kind of weird, actually. And Verstappen radio, he's within a second.
objects in rear view camera are closer than they appear.
This is Kevin basically telling Max all the info he can, that there's some graining. We've actually seen this be a problem for the Ferraris. We saw this at the previous track. I'm forgetting now, but they had more tire wear on the they had more tire wear than the Red Bull, which actually ultimately lost them the spot in the sprint race and then lost them the race itself. So it's kind of interesting. They may have, there's just a difference of tire wear between the cars. I'm not sure why or how, but
well,
Red Bull has
look
sort
at the
of
setup, though,
always
right?
typically has less than the Ferrari so far.
Because Red Bull isn't running the downforce. That's the difference in the setups is that Ferrari went heavy downforce to and the advantages in the corners. Red Bull flipped it around and said we're going to
Max
go light
should have
downforce.
DRS open here on the straight eventually. Yeah,
so
he has it open, but he's not going to be able to get him on this one. He'll probably be able to have to break at around 50 or 100. Probably be able to, it'll be similar to what Lewis kind of did on Alonso. You get close enough to the person here, and then you can
Oh
take
my
it because
goodness.
you're carrying almost 10 to 15 miles an hour more. And then Max is going to go on the inside here. He's going to try to pass Charles. They're going to break at the same time. It's going to be an easy pass there for Max. And then Charles is going to be able to try to come back on the other side, but he won't be able to have it. Max is going to have it here. And what Max needs to do is get out of the RS range if he wants to keep this spot.
There you go. That was a good one, friend. You called it exactly. You need the DRS on the back straightaway to set yourself up for the overtake on the front start finish line, and it's exactly what Max pulled off.
But Charles is going to do the exact same thing.
Oh, he could. Well, let's see.
If he keeps it,
that was Crofty
God,
was saying.
So close to him.
The difference in speed on the back straight is 6 to 7 miles an hour because of the difference in setups of the cars. Advantage to Red Bull.
And then here's Charles pushing on Max. I think
Ooh, Beach Club.
Max actually takes a little better line there, but there was a mistake he did previously on that. Didn't get that solid of an exit, and that's what got Charles. Charles had a tough exit on that one, and he pushed it a little too much, and he lost a few seconds. But he's going to be able to get right next to him and probably pass him back on the front straight again. It's actually less of a gap than what Max had on the opposite side. So DRS should open here from the Ferrari. It does. He'll probably get within 0.2 or 0.3, and then he'll reopen it on the straightaway. You'll see how close these cars get to here on the inside turn. Right here, you'll see how close. And actually, Max was a lot closer to Charles, so I'm not exactly sure, but he still should. He's carrying at least 5 to 10 more miles an hour through the turn. Let's see if he'll be able to open up DRS here on the main straight. Will he be able to get it? And no, I don't think so. So that's actually pretty interesting. That I thought he was going to be able to pass him back pretty easily, to be quite honest with you. Now, that could have been a case of where Max didn't use overtake, saved his overtake for Charles's DRS on the lap back.
Yep.
But he's not charging right now. So I don't know.
I also thought it could be something to do with the battery too, but it wasn't sure. But so very interesting. I think Red Bull just has the better straight line speed at the moment, which has landed the two Ferraris at 2-3. There's a decent gap actually before you get to Sainz.
Yeah, there was a mistake. There was a mistake by Leclerc it wasn't he. It wasn't here. Yeah, it was actually right here. He made a mistake that dropped him from point 0.3 to point 0.6, and he lost 0.3 of a second.
Around Red
And he
Bull
would have
corner.
had the prior where the mermaids are. And here we are
Oh,
looking
the
at good old
mermaids.
I-95. There's your good old American taxpayer dollars right there. Look at that. Good old roads. So he's not even going to get close to him. He's over the second now, and there's Kelly PK. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Oh, indeed. Actually, Mom is watching, so yes, happy Mother's
Yeah,
Day.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to get yeah, he's actually not going to get DRS here again. So this is probably going to be one of the situations with Ferrari, and we're going to have a replay of Daniel Ricciardo probably pressing the DRS button on Yuki and takes the inside pretty easily.
I
I
think he's
would
just getting
say.
his place back, really.
Yeah.
It's been back and forth there. But yeah, this is kind of trouble for Ferrari right now because Max is gone at the moment. Like,
It depends. Charles has to keep this within 1.3, 1.4, and that's sort of what what the Red Bulls were doing Ferrari at the beginning of the race, and then kind of from here they're going to have to be able to they're going to have I mean they have to stay within this time limit, and then maybe on the on what's it called on the pit strategy they're at least able to do something. Science's radio, we're extending this stint as much as we can.
you think they give you food if you're in the gondolas?
I have no idea.
I'd stay up there all day if they kept feeding me. They're going around Beach Club. Kind of funny that it's like right next to the interstate.
Yeah, that's why I think it's hilarious. Literally right next to the highway.
Yeah.
Just is like kind of funny. My God, he gets so close to that wall there, Checo. And Checo's slowly crawling back at signs here. I mean, if you're Red Bull though, and you're Checo's race engineer, you're like, if you get within the second, you're gonna pass him.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that kind of idea, right? And then we'll see Bottas about 30 seconds behind.
That wall reminds me of the one in I think it's Saudi or Jeddah.
Man, Alonso has
the
DRS there
Max
on
hit.
the on Gasly, but no craziness there. The two Haas's technically sort of battling each other.
They actually flip places. They put
Russell
Kevin
thinking
Magnussen
about
ahead.
making the move. Will he think about it? No, he's not, because Yuki has DRS also from Ricardo. But see how close they get to each other there is
He's going to
absolutely
pit.
insane. Yuki goes off to pit, actually. Probably save himself there. This is the quite interesting pit lane.
Yeah, you got to take like
They
2
could have
turns
just
to
made
get
it straight.
It could have just made a straight entry, and you have to go around 2 corners.
But you know, it's
Oh
fine.
man, there's onto the hearts. It's a 2-stop race for the most part, so we'll see how far the cars manage to go. Definitely looks like some cloud cover now on the racetrack, which will cool things down a bit, but of course that makes it a little harder to get heat in the tires. So, oh yeah, Joe is out with the mechanical failure there. So that has ended his day.
And here I'm assuming this is Checo, or this is Max in front.
A little bit of bouncing, but not too bad.
Yeah,
It doesn't
there is
look
some
like.
bouncing. It doesn't seem too
No, it
bad.
doesn't seem too bad. Look, Charles takes a
that's
different
a
line.
huge mistake.
That
Wow, unless he's going to the yeah, that was
what?
a huge mistake there from Charles. My God, he either completely missed the braking zone. I mean, he missed the apex, the brake. He missed everything.
He locks. Look at the front right. Locks up.
Yeah, I can't even turn it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the line Max took, and then Charles literally like, yeah, it was tough.
And around the world.
Tough there
on
from
that
Charles.
one.
But also kind of lock up. Mick passes Magnussen.
So they've been flipping. No, Magnussen's into the pit. So leaving Mick out, who's right now in 10th, so at least in the points, which is nice.
Their Haas, this is going to be K-Mag's pit.
The American team looking for a good weekend here on American soil.
Looking for American sponsors.
Also looking for American sponsors. So 3.3 seconds.
Sure, you could find them around here in Miami.
I'm sure the stars were out, man. Apparently, the celebrity list was 46 pages long. You know, it would have been 47 if they had invited
Sappin
me.
Radio.
Keep looking after the front right.
Yeah, he says he's doing a pretty good job. So that's good. Yeah. Technically Miami or Broward County made 50 million, around 50 to 60 million dollars of revenue.
Just for this race.
Profits just for this race. Yeah.
Wow.
My God, he takes a lot of curb there. Alonso, but we do know how he loves to do that. Racing on the edge.
I mean, of the places you could hold an F1 race, it's pretty perfect. Like for Miami, like I don't know, LA I guess would have been the other one. And granted, we're already going to Vegas, so that one's off the table because you're already going to Vegas. But like it's all about the glitz and the glam and the money, and it just seems like a pretty and the fake marina.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
It's perfect though.
I hope, I hope everybody like finds the comedy and the ridiculousness. I think it's on purpose, to be honest with you.
I mean, but like
To
it
an
should
extent,
be
it's hilarious.
fake yacht club, beach club, mermaid pool. I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect. All right, things have sort of settled down a little bit here.
Yeah, Gasly and Alonso are really the only ones close to each other here, and this is the fake marina.
Yep. They gave a lot of runoff. I feel like they could have moved the grandstand in a little bit there.
Yeah, but you don't want to. If you lose traction there, you don't want to make that wall any closer. They're already going like 120, 130. There's going to be that nice pass there from Russell, but I think that was not much of a pass for Pitt. Yeah, no, it was an overtake.
All right, so yeah, because it is the counterclockwise circuit, the front right is going to be the one that takes the majority of the beating, and so that's why the drivers are being told to watch out for that front right tire there.
Let's see if Alonso. Nah, I mean he's good. He's under a second. He may have DRS, but he does. But he's not going to be able to get close to Gasly here. Gasly's doing a pretty good job. Here's Leclerc radio.
What'd he say?
Going plan D as in Delta, hard as expected. I don't know.
Sometimes I feel like they make up fake plans. Like A and B aren't actually a thing. It just starts at C.
that is a possibility. There's going to be the helmet cam that we actually is going to be mandatory. It's going to be mandatory in 2023 that all drivers have to wear it, actually.
God, there's a lot of bouncing here. Holy moly.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, look, it looks all backed up and on the highway.
Like the highway. There's people stopped on the highway to take a look at the races. We get the zoomed in shot of Red Bull corner.
Here's Max there on the straight. Charles 3 seconds behind him.
I don't know what Gainbridge is. Oh, listen, interesting to have your logo there on the on the wall that everybody's gonna hit.
It's one way to make it make everybody notice it.
Yeah, it's one way to make everybody notice it, right?
There's David Beckham, who
lives owns in the football team in
good old Panorama penthouse.
Oh, that's right. In downtown, yeah.
Tallest building in Miami, actually.
Yep. Probably only about 30-minute drive from downtown. Not bad.
I'm sure it's. I think that's where Paulo
you could get an MSC cruise.
That one from his
there out of Miami. I'm sure, maybe, or the Carnival cruise, either one.
What a great shot of the marina.
So how do you
beach
decide which boat you go on?
I have no idea. And Alonso's struggling here in the pit. That back right rear is tough. 5.7. That is, we've definitely seen faster pits than that one.
Yeah, we have.
It'll be interesting to see where he comes out, though. We've never. Oh no, he comes out in front of everybody, which is good for him. Actually, it will be interesting to see if Stroll's able to get on him because he does have the warmer tires. Stroll's going to probably try to make the pass, but Alonso's going to say, "Oh, I'm going to don't." He's going to make it as difficult as possible. Which,
wow.
I mean, this guy is. I hope he keeps. Yeah, I hope he keeps racing honestly until he's 50 because he's awesome to watch. It's so much fun. Drives the car on the edge like no other. And then here's going to be the Aston Martin Vettel here on Latifi. thinking about it, peeking his head, thinking.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Seb's trying. He's going to take the outside, but I don't think he's going to be able to finish the pass. Or he breaks late. He's going to go wheel by wheel. They're going to go together through this one. Oh, and they're going to. Their wheel by wheel. Vettel squeezes by on the inside, and I think Latifi's also going to expose himself from the Haas. I think the Haas is going to be able to get him on DRS. This is it's tough for Latifi here. He's going to get double passed.
He might as soon as that wing opens.
Yeah, he's cooked. That was good racing there from Vettel and from Latifi, though. I don't really think it was clean.
It was clean.
Yeah,
it was
ASK
clean.
Mag with the pass.
Actually, all the drivers have kept their nose out of the dirt, so to speak.
Gasly with the somewhat slow pit stop, 3.3. Now this is where Alonso is, and this is the train that he's in front of here. So that was actually a really good job by getting Gasly out in front of these guys.
Yeah,
there's going to be Alonso replay. This is it's the right. It's the right. You're looking at the left. Okay, there we go. They didn't even show us the problem, but
17 laps in, Max Verstappen out in front. 3.5 seconds is now the gap to Charles Leclerc, who started the race on pole, followed by his teammate Carlos Sainz and then Sergio Perez. Bottas retains 5th position. He hasn't moved up or down. Hamilton also retains 6th. Big gainer here in Norris at number 7, followed by Russell and now Ricciardo, although the top 10 have not yet pitted. So we have to see.
Perez is within under a second on Sainz. We've got to be careful on the back straight here.
Yep. He's going to have an opportunity. They gave Sainz the green light to go for push, and so let's see how this pans out.
Yeah, they wanted to keep both Ferraris on longer, but this is going to be interesting. Checo's close.
Going around fake Marina.
He's going to lose it here. Checo made a mistake on the entry there, and I don't think he's going to make the time up.
Fake Marina got him.
Yeah, he's going to come around here. This is where he kind of has to pull back the time right before he goes in the Red Bull corner. He needs to really push here to be able to get it under a second. Nah, I think Sainz is going to get away with this one on this lap, but if he keeps pushing, he may have a chance.
Oh, we got to go clean through Red Bull corner there.
Didn't do too bad there, but I think he's still going to find himself a 10th or something behind. Yeah, he does. He won't have the DRS.
And he can't really use the Red Bull speed to make up for it. He kind of stays in place.
I mean, he sort of, the Red Bull is faster in the straight line slightly, so I guess he does get it. He's just going to have to put a really nice lap in here to be able to get him on the end. But Sainz is doing well. I mean, you can't, that's just pretty cool camera view here. We got right on the front wing. I'd still love to know how they put these cameras that don't affect the aero.
Well, it's probably kind of like the helmet one that's like embedded into the side or something. It's just like embedded into the plastic or
like
or
what?
something.
It weighs nothing?
Yeah, it doesn't weigh a thing. It's like a little pinhole camera, super small kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. Like any amount of weight or anything could upset the balance. You know what I mean? Like, there's Norris through the. They could have just made it straight. I keep looking at it and it's annoying me more and more why they make them like do the turns. I guess it is mistake prone, right? Here's going to be the pit stop. And McLaren has had the best pit stops this season, I would have to say, and that's not that great.
My guess is that it's built into the support strut on the left side. The suspension.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. He's going to find himself between two Aston Martins here, but I don't think he's going to have the tire warm enough to be able to stay in front. He's going to get double pass, and then the Haas is going to try to go on the inside, but he's not going to be able to. He's going to go on the outside. He's going to get really close to him, and then K-Mag's going to try to go on the inside here, inside of Norris. He should be able to. He's totally got the tires for it, and yeah, easy enough for K-Mag. He can actually stick to the track. Tough there for Lando. I don't think that's where he wanted to end up. And I actually think if they would have had their typical under 3 second pit stop, he would have been fine.
I think he got totally griefed by the
Yeah,
team there.
he
That
yeah,
was
he
a
got
horrible
yeah.
spot to
That was
exit.
tough. That was
Oh
not
my gosh.
if they do their typical under 3, he's totally good.
You're
Totally
right,
good.
because McLaren's usually been very spot on with the
Yeah, they have
pits.
the best ones this season. Here's Checo. Yeah, there's an issue with Checo's car because he's 6 seconds behind now. Sector flag
Wow.
yellow 3, which may be good for Checo, but something happened.
Yeah, track
Green
clear.
flag clear. Someone had a little accident somewhere, but
They
nobody knows
cleared
who.
it. They cleared it though, but yeah, clearly something is wrong with Perez, which you hate to like. You hear that and you're thinking the fuel pump
It's going to
issues.
be Lando here on the back straight. This was sector 3. Remember, he's on the cold tires.
He just has to go really wide.
That's not. That's not. Why would you have a yellow flag? Why would the yellows come out
I
though?
don't know.
Well, it was exciting. Checo was really close to Carlos, and
Now he's
I
7 seconds
guess now
behind.
is 7 seconds behind. He's never going to be able to make that up. Perez radio.
Hmm. So there was something up with the power unit, but it looks like it
Well,
was transitory.
somebody had to fix some code real quick.
I have to keep an eye on that one for the.
I mean, but you, I mean, you can't be sitting there and being Paul or PG or what Max's race engineer and feel good about it either, though.
No, right?
So here
Especially
was the
with the
K. I'm
reliability.
assuming this is where it happened. K Mag and
Well, he goes off track, but he doesn't
oh,
take a
I still
spot.
don't know where the yellow came out. I think it was a ghost yellow.
Yeah, somebody hit the button.
Oh,
Oh, Beach Club is and Mermaid Pool are the same turn. Okay, yeah, that's right.
but isn't? Oh wait, it's interval. Yeah, it's Botas not even close to Checo.
Yeah, it's intervals. I thought that too for a second, and I was like, oh no. The cars have spread out decently here. I mean, Perez is like half a sector in
Yeah,
front.
yeah.
Verstappen.
If Checo didn't have the engine problem, it would have been interesting. He probably would have been able to at least get closer past. Like they would have at least battled for a few laps.
Well, we haven't seen any of those top four pit yet, so and we are at 22, laps down, so getting close to almost halfway through the race.
Let's see if K Mag can eat battle here. K Mag driving with one hand.
Yeah, it's a straightaway. Okay. Oof.
Oh,
A bit of understeer there. He's got to save it and does. But yeah, now you have the two
has
Mercedes,
George
6 and
pitted?
7. No.
That's what.
Nobody
Okay,
in the
that's what I
top
thought.
9
Nobody in the top 9 pitted
has pitted.
yet. I was wondering how he made it up so high, and this K Mag's mistake here.
So you look
Which is
at
not really.
it's about 22 seconds. If you do like a normal pit stop, which is about 25 seconds, 25 to 30, uh, Verstappen would, it's like fifth, which is
I
where
think he.
Bottas is, and Hamilton just went into the pits actually.
Yeah, that was weird how the car came out like that on him. He didn't. He didn't put any power down. He needed to brake it a little more.
I mean, Max is looking in commanding control right now of this
Yeah,
race.
his car just needs to stay alive.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's going to be the first Mercedes Hamilton box here, and he's going to be thrown onto the hards. Probably one stop for everybody in the top 9.
He's porpoising even in the pit lane.
Yeah.
It's that bad. Oh God! And this is after Toto came
That
into
was
the
good.
weekend saying that they had potentially
Oh,
found
it was
something.
nice. That was a very nice pit stop there from Mercedes crew.
It
Good
was.
job. See where he's going to come out though. He's going to come out behind.
Ricardo in front.
Yeah, I think so, or not.
Just in front.
Ricardo can maybe chase, but I think once he warms those tires up, he won't be able to. But Ricky's within 0.3. You should be able to get him here. To be quite honest with you, he's on way warmer tires.
Let's see. Coming around Fake Marina. Decent exit, but Lewis maintains the lead.
You don't. He's
Nope.
gonna have to wait till the back straight, but I don't think so.
I don't think he's gonna get anything actually.
I don't think he's that. Yeah, I actually don't think he's gonna be able to make up any of it.
I think you were right though. Missed opportunity here. Like it came out of the pits. You should have, had an opportunity.
I guess it sort of doesn't matter because he has to pit himself too. So why push it? I guess.
That's true.
I guess, but we're looking at the tires, and I mean they all look fine.
Red Bull team still kind of chilling, just waiting for the call for pit, which still hasn't come here. 24 laps into the race.
Incredibly bored.
They're looking.
Probably. I wonder if the inside the pit is AC'd.
Probably. You know what's interesting though is like you get to this part as the race continues to go on, the chances of having something happen would increase, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And so like you run this risk of like you pit and then like Latifi hits the wall. And now all of a sudden you've pitted and everybody else has to pit under yellow. Or gets to
Yeah, I
pit
mean,
under yellow.
that always runs the risk more and more. I mean, as you go longer, obviously more wear Leclerc radio. Apparently, very difficult to drive.
Sounding like a Mercedes, huh?
He hadn't complained about. Neither of them had complained about the car here, though, right?
Nope. That's a surprise. That's a surprise.
It is kind of a surprise. One of the Ferraris are coming in.
I would take out the stupid pole.
Yeah, I was wondering if those make it through the whole race. There's gonna be the Ferrari pit stop. Let's see how this one goes. It's not. It's fine. I think. Yeah, it's not great.
Going into the pit lane, just take out the stupid pole.
We've seen faster pit stops this season. It's not great.
It's
not
about half
bad.
a second slow. That's half a second.
I mean, Verstappen gets a 2.7, and he's big chilling. You really don't lose much time pitting here, actually.
Well, the gaps are pretty big right now.
No, I know, but you don't lose as much. Like you actually get out pretty quickly back onto the track.
Yeah,
if you guys are all new here, we are. I also have the races in Discord. So in the top left, you can click join the link in the Discord. Actually, I don't think that link works anymore. I can't click it. But we have it here in Discord if you want to watch live with us. We do all the races and ask us any questions if you are new to F1 as well. We'll gladly let you know.
Yeah, you kind of dodge like turns 1 and 2 on the pit lane exit. It just like dumps you onto the straight.
Yeah, exactly. That's
front.
why that's why you don't actually lose that much time because you come out of the pit lane exit at the same speed. There's going to be Latifi thinking about making the move on Yuki, but I don't think it's going to happen there.
Rough race for Yuki at the moment. He qualified so well though.
Yeah,
Wait,
weird.
I thought he outqualified Gasly this weekend, didn't he? How'd that?
No,
other way around. Oh, one of the Alphas.
No, Sonoda hasn't had as good as a weekend as Gasly did this weekend. So if you guys want to see the races, live pictures in Discord, drop it in there if you guys want to come and watch.
So they have this like moat between Fake Marina and the track. They could have filled it with sharks. I feel like it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, there's actually a spot where they put real water under F1 cars. I don't know if you saw that.
What?
And it's Like it's the same concept as the marina, but like there's just like 4 cinder blocks to hold the tires up, and it's all filled with water, and it looks like the F1 car is in the pool, but that water is real,
I
which
did
is
not
like the
see that.
funniest part. Yeah, I'll try to find it. I saw it on Twitter the other day, and I may try to find it here. You're gonna have coming into the final turn here. Both the Aston Martins all following nicely behind each other there, Stroll and Vettel, but they should have DRS on each other. I'd be surprised if. No, okay, they don't want to.
The Estons have actually
What's
made up some ground. They had to start from the pit lane, and now they're in 12th and
20
13th.
seconds, 12 seconds?
And there's the call.
Verstappen's gonna box. What's his gap though to Leclerc is like 20 something. He's got a huge gap to Charles. He should be fine.
Yeah, if we're just looking at the map, should be okay. Leclerc is currently on the back straight.
Like just starting the back straight. So
He's
this
about
needs to
halfway
be under
through
3-2, and they get a plus differential on the Ferrari. That
It's at
was
2-4.
really fast.
Wow.
Okay, so his team just made him up 0.7, 0.8 seconds. I mean, that's lights out. That should
Perez?
be Checo. So Checo's
Yeah.
just gonna let him go.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
Wow, what a pit stop.
And this, if Checo was gonna get close enough, he could have ripped the DRS off of Max.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the part of the strategy. Like,
no, it's not. That would be complete not coincidence, but just like. But Perez should be able to get in with second, right? Like he has warmer tires. He should try to get as close as Max and get himself DRS so that he makes the gap worse for Sainz, right? Because Sainz doesn't have DRS on the straights.
Sainz is in front right now. Sainz is not.
Right, but he still has to pit.
Yeah, he does. They're just.
And he was in front of Checo, so does Checo also has to pit. So.
Yeah, they're just trying to.
If he's at least able to snag the DRS off of Verstappen, he can at least make up a little more time.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna work out like that. It's actually porpoising isn't that bad anymore. Actually, on
not I lied.
It's not bad, but it looks like Sainz is going to be coming in here as well.
Yeah, it's got to be the Sainz pit stop.
I'm going to throw them all on hard tires. It looks like everybody's just going to one stop this and go on hards, mediums to hards, and that's it. There's going to be he got close to the.
Just rather interesting because we thought this was going to be a two-stopper.
Let's see how the pit is here.
Oh boy,
looks not good.
Oh boy,
like really bad. Like the worst you could possibly ever have. And Perez is going to pass him on the straightaway. And that is a knockout pit stop from.
Wow. So Perez made up a lot of time.
Wow. Perez made up a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what? Well, the engine problem kind of costed him some, but he also made back like 2.5 seconds. What happened? The front tires are fine. The back left again, probably.
Well, front right.
Oh no, front right had to be rotated or something.
Yeah, something didn't quite lock in. I might give Perez an opportunity though, as we've sort of reset the order here after a full series of pit stops. The only ones that haven't pitted are George Russell, Daniel Ricciardo, and Esteban Ocon. Of course, you can't finish the race on one set of tires.
As we saw Albon try to do once.
Well,
which, hey, he scored the point.
Yeah, he did.
Scored the point.
He did.
Which was pretty cool. And it was actually hilarious because Lando afterwards was like, why didn't you just finish the race? Like, who cares? Just see what happens.
It's one more lap. But in any case, yeah, this has sort of strung itself out here as Verstappen leads and Leclerc about 7.5 seconds behind. Sainz 10 seconds behind that, and then Perez 5 seconds behind that.
Well, the most hyped and anticipated race turned out to just kind of.
You know what?
Exciting.
I didn't want to say it, but it was definitely a possibility. Okay, all right. I mean, nobody has hit the wall yet. Like Latifi Monaco has still kept it on track.
Like Monaco is typically in the calendar, like the most sought after, like the coolest race, and it always is. But ultimately, that race is like actually not that exciting because you can't really pass.
Well, okay,
and the only excitement is when someone throws it into the wall, which happens a lot more in Monaco, right?
No, but the difference is that people know Monaco.
Yeah, I know that is true. But like, it is just kind of like it is just funny. Like when they're so hyped and then the race is just
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
traffic looks or no, those are taxis
But I
waiting.
figured that at least today, because this was a new track, and like drivers know Monaco in their sleep. Like everyone's driven Monaco, right?
Yeah,
But
here's
like
Hamilton.
this
Tires
one,
are already overheating.
like you don't. So I'm still shocked nobody has hit yellow wall. I mean,
I think they all tried to do it in the practice.
apparently.
Hamilton radio again, speaking over Horner, his best friend. Or Sky Sports is confused.
Hmm.
Fastest lap again from Max here.
What did we
Leclerc's not
qualify?
getting close.
We qualified at a
Oh, we were qualifying
128.8,
under
right?
130s, like 129s, 128, 129, I think.
Well, it was 128.9, I think it was, what, or something like that.
Somebody, yeah, something like that. But you guys are new here. Remember, we do all the races. If you want to hop in and watch the actual live race and pictures, there's a Discord link. You can click that. Join us. We do all the races. We show
Oh my
qualifying as
God, what
well,
a
but we
lockup.
commentate the. Wow, that is not how you. If his tire is overheating, I can see why. That bald spot is really bad too. Every time you see the tire turn, you see it.
That, yeah, the Mercedes is just having a really rough go of it, even though he's in seventh, which is fine for now, as the cars have kind of like a lot of people are kind of racing their own race at the moment. You see, like Verstappen is well
Yeah,
out ahead; he's about a half
yeah.
a sector in front of Leclerc, and Sainz. Now Paris is trying to chase down Sainz, although he had the engine issue earlier, which cost him, but he's trying to get that back. And then you have basically Russell and Bottas and Hamilton, which aren't really competing against each other with right now. And then you have this entire midfield, which is like all in the back straightaway at the same time. The most interesting thing that's happening might be the Haas's and the Astons battling it out down in 12, 13, and 14 and 15 right now.
Yeah, it's almost like a mirror image of Imola in the way of like the top kind of figures itself out and then they spread them. Oh, and he's gonna pass from the Haas right here. K Mag's gonna try to make the movies. I don't think he's gonna be after. Oh, he actually almost did he touch him? Really close
It
to
looked
Lance
really
there.
close
And then
to
he's
touching
got
the
Vettel
wing.
lurking in the background there. This actually should be a pretty interesting one to see on the back straight because they go into the Red Bull corner. They all make it out. Wow, Vettel's right on K Mag's tail. This is going to be a pretty cool view if we can actually see this the whole way here. Lance is going to get off. He's got a nice spot. He actually separated the gap a little more there. K-Mag still should have the DRS, and his car should be getting bigger.
Nope, can't make it.
But it's not.
It's not.
But it's not. And then Vettel's going to go on the inside, and he does. My God, it's like they're going in slow-mo. Oh, and then K-Mag's gonna most likely get eaten by Mick here if he actually gets DRS on the straight, but I don't think he's gonna try to push it. Here's Ricardo in the pits. His first time pitting. That was not too bad. 2.7. Good job from McLaren there.
Yeah, but this is putting Norris here.
I would love to see the camera back on Mick and K-Mag, but oh, Ricardo's gonna come right next to Albon, and he's gonna have the cold tires. He's gonna have to let Albon run.
Yeah, this is a bit of an unfortunate weekend for McLaren at the moment, and the McLaren fans.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. They go from like Imola then to this, right? And it's hard to.
I mean, you had
it's very
Norris in
interesting.
ninth at the
Yeah,
start of the
it's
race.
just the way how the track and the car goes, right? Like this is more of the Jeddah Saudi type style track, which we know they didn't do well at all.
Yeah, but they love the Italian tracks.
But they always love the Italian tracks.
They love the
I don't know what it
Italian
is there.
tracks. Feel well till we get to Monza.
So then, I just spilled. Fuck. So then it looks like Vettel just got eaten by both Haas's. And looks like Stroll is next in the DRS train of Haas.
Yeah, actually,
and then Vettel's going to maybe try to pass Mick here. Actually, no, Vettel should have DRS. They're not going to have the DRS on Stroll. He ended up actually being the safe one here. But then K-Mag's going to get passed here by Schumacher. No, he's going to be able to cut him off there. He's going to get close to him. This is pretty interesting little battle for four cars, all DRS trained here together. Looks like K-Mag's probably going to get the worst of it all unless he's able to hold them all back.
Schumacher trying to go around the
K-Mag's going to
outside.
take the inside line. Schumacher takes the outside. It's not going to work out for him. K-Mag should be able to hold them off. And he does.
Just letting them race here at the moment. But actually, sort of hilariously enough, at this point, you're we're waiting to make sure that Red Bull can finish the race.
Yeah. I don't even know what else to say. It's like kind of anticlimactic in the sense. It's like we're just kind of hoping,
Well,
or not hoping. We're just like waiting for
somebody to make
something
a
to
mistake,
happen.
or for the
Yeah,
Red Bull power unit
it's
to just explode, or the
here's
brake
gonna
to
be
explode, which happened earlier.
pretty interesting. You actually hit 200 miles an hour, multiple spots on this track, which is pretty cool.
Is it 208 on the back straightaway, right? Is the
Yeah, and then you hit it here before you go into once you go back the fake marina or the pool, swimming pool.
mermaid pool? Yeah.
Here is going to be the nice view of the overstate and Red Bull corner. And here's going to be the DRS train. Let's see. Wow, K-Mag got a really good jump on that, actually. You got some great grip down. Don't think anybody's going to catch anybody here.
Yeah, 205 miles an hour. That is. Whew.
Oh, no. Wow. Mick just sent it. Or wait.
It's hard to tell if Mick is actually the faster of the two Haas's.
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh, I misspoke. He actually didn't send it on the inside. That was Magnussen.
Yeah.
Didn't pass.
No,
him.
they haven't passed or anything. But yeah, Carlos Sainz still managing to keep it on track. By the way, did you see how quickly they got that Ferrari out of the way in P2? That's American efficiency on the crane.
Yeah, it is. It was actually pretty funny. They were pretty fast on most of the things,
Yeah.
except the one with, I think it was Latifi. It didn't make any sense to me. They could have just like backed the car up or like literally pulled it up, and they brought the crane out and everything.
Oh, I
Like
don't
all you
know.
had to do is put the car in neutral and like push it backwards. But that's fine. They'll figure it out.
Not sure. I don't remember which practice session was that on.
I think it was FP2.
Okay. I actually did watch all the practice sessions because they were at a decent hour.
Yeah.
Not at 3 a.m.
And K-Mag's actually kind of separating himself here from Mick, and it's not going to leave Mick in a very good situation because Mick's going to lose his DRS here, and he's going to be a sitting duck.
Yeah, there you can easily spot Lando with the basketball helmet that he's got. You know, I was saying, Fran, like, what's the fascination with basketball the entire week? Because, like, they know they're driving around a football stadium, right? But everybody's
Yeah,
like,
I think it's also just the accessibility of basketball. Like they're in the playoffs right now and everything.
That's true.
It's just that type of thing.
George Russell was at the Heat game.
I also
right?
think there's more like European drivers. They know more about basketball.
That's true.
Like
That's
basketball's
true.
still like basketball's a big thing in Europe. Like Pierre Gasly got to meet Michael Jordan, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool. But like
yeah.
I know like Pierre, like he likes basketball. Like I've seen like they all follow basketball. They all know who these people are. It's probably a little less with football. I mean, I'm sure everybody knows who Tom Brady is, but other than that, like I don't know. Do you
Lewis
think Lewis
certainly
Hamilton?
does.
Do you think like Max Verstappen knows who Matthew Stafford is? Like,
No,
probably not.
but Lewis and Tom played golf earlier this week.
Yeah, I saw. I thought that was kind of weird. I thought him and Lewis would not be personalities that would like each other, but I guess they do. I don't know.
I guess as two champions, mutual respect.
Yeah, I guess it's just the.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure they all. I'm either way. I'm sure all these people they get along with whoever they want to get along with, right?
Unless you're Max and Lewis, in which case you probably don't get along.
Yeah,
we got the nice train of 4 cars here, which we've been following the two.
Yeah, this has been the whole race.
This
pretty
has
much.
been the whole race. Yeah.
There's not much we can really do about it. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the content here on YouTube, just drop the subscribe. We do this for Formula One. We also do Duke basketball and other select sports. Just hop in. We always put the live pictures in Discord. Hit the subscribe button. Always come hang out with us. Watch qualifying, all that type of stuff.
Now, I think your $5,000 would have been better spent on the Champions League ticket as Mick Schumacher makes the pass.
K-Mag went way too deep on that. Oh, and he's gonna find himself behind Mick. That's
there like, he sent it.
Dude, that's the second or third time he's messed up that corner.
Yeah, that was the Charles 100% from earlier. That
He's
just went
right on
way too
mixed
wide.
tail too, and then this is pretty cool. Like sandwiched right in between all these cars with the camera angle to look right behind, straight into the eyes of Norris's basketball helmet.
I'm actually curious to see now if this releases Mick. If Mick was actually the faster of the two
Was he
Haas's.
faster? Yeah.
Yeah. And it actually doesn't look like it. Oh, there's a lockup from Vettel on the front left.
Seb's not going the right way. Norris, wait.
You know, that was right. Norris will pass him. And yeah, yes.
Wait, where?
There he is. There's
Where
Norris.
is Norris? There it is. Yeah. What? I was so confused. I was waiting to see him go by on Vettel's like picture, and it never nothing happened.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So that's the turn that I'm
go.
talking about. That one's awful. Awful.
Yeah. It actually does have a lot of runoff. Yeah. He passes.
Yeah, because it's that weird situation. Like, am I braking here, or am I like just going gas? Like here, they're downshifting. It's just like a weird in between. You almost have to use the engine braking there when you drop the gears to let yourself slow down. You almost don't even hit the brake. It's very odd. Vettel radio. Well, probably
That is the exit of fake Marina,
rain, boys.
By the way.
We got rain. We got the Miami rain.
I did say you could have your passing afternoon thunderstorm.
Yeah,
it's Miami.
The most miserable thing ever when you go to Florida, Miami is
20 minutes.
You're at the beach. It's like 2 p.m. and then you just get poured on for an hour and a half. And then it's like, oh, okay, it's sunny again. We're all good. Back to normal.
That could have still yet to play here as we have Lewis going around Beach Club.
Hamilton chasing Bottas, kind of awkward. Used to be reversed.
Yeah. Which even despite that contact on the left rear, he's still
he seems to be doing okay, right?
Pretty good. 7 would be a.
He definitely
finish.
Got touched twice.
Well, bouncing around. Although, friend, we do have Russell in 5th, which would be another top 5 finish for George. What?
Oh, George still hasn't pitted.
That's a good call. He still hasn't pitted, and he actually doesn't really have much interval to.
Yeah, he's gonna find himself if he pits. 7th. He'll find himself like in front of Gasly.
I was about to say he needs the safety car.
I don't disagree with him at all. This is like kind of the Albon situation. Like you find yourself in this weird like pocket. Your times aren't that bad, right? Like he's putting in decent times. He's putting in 133s, which is like sort of what the whole grid is kind of doing. And he's on those old. If he can get a virtual safety car, I mean, he's absolutely stolen it. Or he just pits later in the race, right? Like he's not losing that much time.
Yeah, I mean, he's about half a second on the splits behind Bottas and Hamilton, but it's not terrible. And at this point, I think you're right. You just end up kind of sending it because
like he's ahead of Ocon. The thing is, he's ahead of Ocon, Gasly, Alonso. They're doing 134s. He's still in the 133s, right? Like, sure, he may not be able to be in front of Bottas and Hamilton, but why give that up, right? Like, why put yourself behind Gasly and have to chase Gasly and Ocon?
Well, he would come out behind Hamilton, and then at this point, you'd have a fresher set of tires. You'd kind of try to go run him down. You chase down your teammate, more or less.
But this, I'm going to use my quick restroom break.
There you go.
As there's not much going on.
19 laps here to go, which means that the hard tires, at least on George Russell's side, have gone a full 38 laps. And for the teams that pitted around lap 24, 25, they definitely can finish the race on the one-stopper here since they all shifted onto the hards. So we did think that perhaps at the start of the day, perhaps you'd end the race on mediums. There was potential that would have been a strategy. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, actually, especially if things do cool down and it looks like the cloud cover has settled on the track. We had track temperatures above 50 Celsius earlier during practice and such, so definitely a warm day down in South Florida. As you have Verstappen, who continues to lead after taking the first position away from Charles Leclerc, and there Christian Horner looking up at the sky, either praying or
See, I think this is where I think this is where we could get a job. we're locals, right? So we know what it looks like. We could just be the weathermen for the teams,
I can
the
smell
local
it. I
weathermen.
can smell it, Christian.
Yeah,
It's coming.
yeah, exactly. Imagine that. And then at every track, right, you hire the local guy at Monza, and he's like your weatherman.
Yeah.
You know, maybe this is it. Man. So we figure
It's
it out.
the farmer out there in Monza. I've been here for 50 years. My
Yeah.
sheep are running because it's gonna rain.
Hey, I'm sure. I'm sure Lando Norris could have used it in Sochi.
Yeah, yeah, true.
And as as we are going through this Miami race, the inaugural F1 race, remember, as always, as other people have already heard, but you can watch, join live pictures in Discord, hop in, join with us. We do all the races. We also talk about this stuff throughout the week and all that. So join the community, join us, and yeah, come along for the ride.
I'm actually a
As
little disappointed in the Haas's. I thought that they could, might yet sneak into the top 10. I have some hope. As we go here to Red Bull corner, there's a blue flag as Verstappen is going to lap
he's gonna rip the DRS off of
Yuki.
who they both were swamp racing together.
Yeah,
So Yuki beat him actually.
Yuki beat him in the swamp race?
Yeah, I mean Yuki was nuts, man. Yuki was like wheeling the thing. Like he had no. You could see Max is like, I want to make sure. All right, and then sorry, as I was talking over that, Lance Stroll's going to make the move on Gasly. I think Gasly had a mistake there on the exit, and that was a good job by Stroll being able to take that one.
Wasn't Max the one with the jet skis like flying in the air? Like,
yes, that's also him.
Yeah.
But that's when he wasn't world champion.
and then
here's the move there. Oh, whoa. Lonzo and Gasly actually did touch each other. Yeah, that's on Gasly.
The door last minute. Yeah, he probably did. Well, it looks like those two are still going though. They might need a tire change.
Actually, hold on. That's not Gasly's fault.
Well, if Gasly is clearly in front, right? He can do what he can do what he wants.
Yeah, we need the camera angle of them going into the turn.
Yeah.
Not because I'm pretty sure like Alonso's front left hit Gasly's right rear, which means he's behind him.
Oh, the mermaid sighting.
Oh, there's people that aren't mermaids. What the heck?
There are people that aren't mermaids.
Can you imagine that you spend $9,000 to sit there and you don't even watch the race?
Well, okay, no. Time out. So here was my thing. Like, if
what are you doing?
No, because if
I know
there's a red
Chainsmokers
flag,
and Tiesto's there, but
if there's a red flag in the race, which we thought there could have been because of these corners, where else would you rather be than in the pool with the mermaids?
I guess so.
Right? I mean,
I guess so.
If they're gonna red flag the race once or maybe twice, I'd rather be in the pool with the mermaids.
Fair enough. I would also love to see some. You know, what would be really cool would be one of the drivers that Rex hops in the pool, which would be kind of hilarious.
Oh, that would be funny.
Kimi Räikkönen did that in Monaco when he wrecked and then decided to just hop into his yacht, and I think.
And we have a huge incident.
And that's going to be the first crash that we have.
Oh, it's and Lando.
Like Lando's going to clip his tires there with Gasly, and I did call it.
Oh, that!
And this is George Russell's present.
There you go. There's the VSC for George.
Look at that tire. You see that? How it
that
perfectly on its side there?
Oh, things are going from bad to worse for McLaren here this weekend, as it does not look. Yeah, we are not getting that car back off the track.
Yeah,
and here's Russell.
I saw Gasly go around the turn on the picture. Here's going to be Russell's.
They may have played the strategy perfectly.
Snake this one.
Yeah, it goes on to mediums. He goes on to mediums here for the last 16 laps.
Yeah, it's the better tire, I think, for this. I don't think the softs is something they want to risk.
Oh, double yellow, but they're going to have to bring the crane out, friend. Well, actually, that's a pretty good spot to.
Actually, this is a pretty good spot.
The crane is American ingenuity. The crane is right there.
You can't have the crane out on the track with double. You can't have the cars out.
Right.
With the crane, in my opinion. But let's see what happens here. Gasly's gonna. Let's see. What did Gasly do?
Where is Lando in this picture? Oh, Gasly's way off here, and he tries to rejoin the track. Oh, and he's gonna hit right here. Oof.
Wait,
So Gasly rejoins the
I don't
track,
really
and then
understand.
oh, geez. I mean, I don't know.
Wait, but does it?
They both kind of clip each other.
They both kind of drive into each other.
Yeah, this is an odd one.
Yeah, but it's not like Gasly drove. Did Gasly drive into him?
I mean,
Maybe.
clearly Lando knows that Gasly's there. Very weird. Because Lando knows that Gasly's there. He came from behind.
Because you also hear Lando's radio. It's not like he's like, "Oh, what an idiot,"
Yeah.
which sometimes people like. Obviously, sometimes people are like, "Oh, what was he doing? Like,
Right,
what an
right, right.
idiot." But
I don't know. That's weird.
he doesn't really say anything for him, right? Like he's just like that. I'm sorry. So I don't
Oh,
know.
Perez just narrowly stays in front of Bottas there. As Perez has actually shifted onto the medium tire.
Yeah, I'd like to see both of these again. I want to see the replay of Gasly and Alonso because I don't think that was, and I want to see this one again because I'm confused.
Ocon is interesting wheel
Yeah, those are
hubs
really cool on the inside of the wheel
for,
cubs.
for the Alpine. Yeah, I got the Miami thing going on. All right, so you got Russell on mediums, Perez on mediums, Stroll and Latifi on mediums too. Ricardo's gonna pit. Yeah, so they've craned this thing off. Actually, it was like the crane was like in a pretty good spot actually. So there won't be a red flag, and actually this is not going to be a standing start either. I think they're just going to release the cars. They're just going to
Yeah, I think they're just gonna start them.
yeah
Look at this American efficiency.
yeah. Although
We
that
do our
piece of
best.
debris has to
Yeah, that's the problem though. You're gonna have to pick up.
we
You
have a
somehow
race.
have to like pick up the, unless you like back them all up on the straightaway and then have someone run out. 5 second penalty for Alonso. Yes. So we were okay. Checo radio. Okay, he's just saying both old hard tires.
They need
Okay.
Perez. They want Perez
So
to attack.
that penalty, the stewards actually agree with us. We did think that
Gasly was in front.
Gasly was in front, so he closes the door.
It's his corner.
Alonso's left front touches the right rear. So I mean, Gasly, yeah, Gasly actually survives everything. Actually,
And Fran, they've been very particular. They've been very particular about it this year. The car in front going into the corner, it's their corner. Like there
yeah.
is very, very like they're trying to be very strict because we've had a lot last year about who's in front. Like does Lewis
If
close
you
the
just break
door? Does
late,
Max
if you
close the
just do
door?
this,
Like
yeah.
yeah, a lot of incidents last season around around that, but they are actually staying pretty consistent around how they're officiating that.
Hamilton radio.
They're gonna leave the pieces of the car out there, I guess. It's not the racing line, right? Like,
Can someone just run out there and pick it up?
I mean, yes, in theory they could. They need
I mean,
a
it's not
car.
like these guys. It's not like these guys are gonna hit you.
They need a sweeper.
It's not like you're trying to cross the street in Miami where they're on their phones. Like these guys are literally looking at the road, like nothing else to look at. Don't try to cross the road in Miami. Good
Yeah,
luck.
yeah.
You gotta wear like a lime green jumper suit for them to notice you.
As we come around Beach Club.
I guess now you jump in the pool, right?
Yeah, see? Now's the perfect time to jump in the pool with the mermaids. I mean, what could go wrong?
Yeah, if for everybody that's hopped into the channel, be able to come and watch. If you guys are enjoying the content or want to actually see the live pictures, see the races, you can click on the Discord. Or that's the link to our own YouTube. That's not the correct thing.
Oh, that's not. Okay.
this is our link to our Discord channel. If you want to hop in here, watch the race with us, and watch all Formula One races, and also watch all the qualifyings with us as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us as well. This is an
Oh,
educational
there you go.
one as
There
well.
they are. In fact,
Hey, there they are. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? You
they
can
only
pick up
did.
way more.
No, they did half the job. That's enough. That's all they get.
What?
Well, all right. What's the cheesy like basketball out of the game? He's fouled out. Like I,
Yeah, I guess he's fouled
a
out.
bit deflated,
I'm very.
perhaps.
I
Like
actually really want to hear what he thinks of the incident, or what Gasly does too, because I just don't get it.
I just don't get it.
Like he knew he was there,
Mm.
and I don't think Gasly turns left. Like Gasly's not necessarily doing probably what he should be, but I don't think he makes a move. God, that water is so fake.
But as Chad is saying, it's missing fake alligators.
Yeah, that's true. How many laps to go? We have
13.
Oh, we've been lapping every time because we have the
13.
safety car. So 13, yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's missing fake sharks and fake alligators.
That would be so funny.
Just put a shark fin. Just put a shark fin in the middle of the water. Like, why
Yeah,
not?
Toka, thanks for joining us. You're always here. Appreciate it. And I think we're just waiting for them to hop on the track. They are on the track right there, trying to get it all off.
Yep, they are.
See, look, they're on the track while
You're
the
right,
cars
yeah,
are
yeah,
there.
they're
Paying attention.
There. Yeah, okay, so here's the replay.
Yeah, okay.
Pierre's getting up to speed, and then Lando just turns into him. But I don't understand.
I'm so confused. Actually, really good job by the Aston Martin behind there, not to
Not to pile into the.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, he was pretty close to him, but that's like not the camera angle to see. Like you need the overhead almost, right? Like you need to see where the cars are right next to each other. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
How would Lando not see him? I could see Pierre not seeing him.
I can see Pierre turning into him, but I don't think he
No,
does.
but he didn't because Pierre. But it's
But
a
he doesn't,
right-hander.
right?
It's a
Yeah,
right-hander. You're turning right.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's weird.
I
Anyway.
need to watch a interview of them afterwards so he describes it. I don't know. I just don't understand.
I'm sure we'll get the interview after the race, which will be in Discord. Do the
I just
laps
don't-
still count with the safety car? Yes.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They do.
Which was the controversy at the end of last season
Which was-
in the
yeah,
final
which
race.
is why, yeah,
which is
exactly.
why you didn't want to end the race under the safety
caution.
car. Right. You can end, in theory, a race under caution. Happens in NASCAR a bunch, by the way. But it's very anticlimactic because like it's literally like the cars just like cross the
Wait,
line.
why
They
is
can't
there
pass.
a AlphaTauri behind Max?
That I had no idea. It's a lapped car, so in theory,
Oh, they still
it
have
should...
to lap. They still have to unlap themselves. They'll
He
get the
should be
call
able
to
to see.
unlap themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Toto and Lewis will have flashbacks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Massey over there.
Honorary guest in the Red Bull garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the car that we saw Max pass just before, and there it is, 10, 6, and 22.
Lap cars will now overtake him.
There you go. And off they go. All right, so here's the Pierre angle. Look at the rear view mirror. Actually, this is an awful
You can't
angle
see
from
it.
the rear view mirror. You can't
Yeah,
see
this isn't going to tell us anything because you can't really. Like, yeah, he messes up here, but okay. Here's... He's literally talking on the radio when he hits him.
I don't know. This is like nothing. It's just such a bizarre incident.
I don't understand. Yeah.
Because it looks like he has the apex of that turn. It looks fine.
But they're talking like Brundle and them are saying like he didn't notice that the car was there. But like
he doesn't have to.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, why does he have to notice that the car is there, right? Like
he's turning right. I don't know.
I mean, it was funny. The radio is like he says like, "Oh, I messed up," and then like you hear the crash. But yeah,
that's just weird.
That was weird.
All right, 12 laps. So my guess
they also
is
race with each other too. Like they're friends. So
I guess
I don't
safety
know.
car in this lap would be my guess. All right, so we've had 2 cars out. That's actually fewer than I thought. I thought we were going to finish with like 15, but we might do better.
I guess the cool thing here is actually Mick Schumacher up into ninth
There you
for us.
go. There you go. Yep. Back into 9th. Nice. Latifi is
It's
still on
pretty
the
nice
track.
actually.
Hasn't hit
So
the
I
wire.
guess the big storylines here that I guess we need to watch out for is Paris on softs being able to catch Sainz and Leclerc.
Medium.
Verstappen obviously being able to keep the 1 second off so he doesn't get DRS down, and safety car is going to be in this lap. So we will have 11 laps left in Miami GP, the first whatever. As long as nobody else does anything weird.
Now, this is a bit of a restart, so actually the cars are a little closer than, I would have thought. Oh, look, that guy's on the boat.
Yeah, you're still on. You can still be on the boat.
Of course, of course.
Obviously,
I mean,
yeah.
you paid to be on the boat. I do wonder though if like there's like berths inside. You think there's like actual stuff inside the boat, or it's just like an empty shell?
No, I bet they just bought a boat and put it on
Oh, okay. So you
like
could like
you
you
know,
could like go
here's
to
the car.
sleep if you need.
Gasly says his right rear is broken.
Well, I mean,
That's good.
I would
I'm
I
not
would think
surprised, I
I would
guess.
think
Yeah.
so.
They've had such a tough year this year. I really was hoping they
It
were going
has
to do
been.
better.
Okay, so but Fran, when you restart this, Verstappen is going to control the restart, but the other cars are within a second here. The
Yeah,
gaps
but there
have
still
definitely
won't be
closed.
DRS for at least
That's true. That's true.
2 to 3 laps. So if I mean he wants to do it most tactically, right? So he wants to give as minimal DRS as he can to Gasly.
But it's super
I
interesting
mean
from the
to what's it
from the
called?
Perez
Leclerc.
perspective because he's got the mediums. They've heated this thing up, and the gap, it was 8 seconds between him and Sainz. So that gap doesn't exist anymore. And so
And
Max is
Max
going to
is just going
control
to
the
hold up the
restart.
line here. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see if Charles does a Max and like peeks up right next to him and everything. As we all know, Max loves to do. If you're hopping here in YouTube and you want to watch the live pictures, you want to watch this live restart, hop into Discord and you can watch it with us as well.
All right. Here we go.
And he's probably going to make the turn and then send it, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And there he
they're back
goes.
to green. Oh,
Oh,
Perez.
wow. Actually, Sainz makes a mistake there. He actually put too much power down. Perez is going to be able to get a nice run in on him here, and he should be able to get it. He's going to go on the outside. Sainz is going to take the inside. Oh, Sainz and Perez. No, he's not going to be able to get it, but he's not in a good situation. Bottas is lurking right behind him as well. Checo may have overextended himself and exposed himself to Bottas in the back, and I think he may have. This should be interesting when DRS opens. Remember, Sergio is the only one. Sector 1 yellow flag. Now it's clear. Everybody's having crazy yellows today. Perez is going to see if he can still get close to him. I mean, he still has the tire advantage. He should be able to. Is going to be 0.5 seconds. Remember, there's still no DRS. 0.7 seconds between Max and Leclerc. That's going to be the gap there. You're going to have everybody else within half seconds of each other, half-second intervals throughout the field. Here's going to be Max out in front. Charles still trying to close the gap on him. He's going to be at 0.7 there. And then you're going to have the same gap kind of Checo and Sainz. So it's pretty interesting. You actually see oh my God, Mick Schumacher and Alonso there actually almost kissing and touching wheels there. And then Albon right behind to be able to pounce if there's any issue there. And then Ocon's even further behind. And then here we're going to actually make this turn finally in the Red Bull straight. And then we're going to go all the way down. Remember, there's no DRS. The only thing anybody would have would be overtake and the slipstream, which I don't think is enough in these cars to be able to do anything. You can see that Magnussen and Stroll have been noted for causing collision. You can see signs there trying to weave. No black and white flag there for Checo, just trying to break it. And then it's 0.5 seconds still. And then it's going to be under 0.4 seconds here on this lap for Checo again.
He does have the straight line speed. This is what the Red Bulls have been known for, but he can't quite make the pass.
He's going to get really close here once again on turn 1 and then going back on turn 2. Once DRS is enabled, I think Carlos is a sitting duck, to be quite honest with you.
Perez wants the podium, and he's gunning for it
Yeah,
at the moment.
Checo just needs to be smart here.
Yeah,
just needs to keep it on the track, stay within. Once DRS is open, he should be able to go. But also,
So does
Max and
Max.
Charles is kind of an issue too, because if he opens up DRS, Charles is most likely going to get him here.
This is going to be very interesting here as Max is trying to hold off Charles. You see both of them trying to charge the battery on that straight. They're coming around Beach Club. Max still ahead about 0.75 seconds, which is enough going
The
into Red
Ferrari
Bull
loses.
corner.
This is now like the second or third time where we've been commentating right there around that one turn, and the Ferrari loses like 0.2.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but something.
And then down the straight, yeah, he lost exactly as you said, 2/10, and now he's got 0.9 as he comes down the straight. And the Ferrari isn't going to catch the Red Bull on the straight. It's just not going to happen. And then we'll have to see what they can make happen on the front. But now we have a race as Perez tries to go inside. No.
Oh, Perez goes really close there, but that was a Sainz mistake that he almost tried to take advantage of.
Well,
that was
yeah,
good.
Sainz went the high line there.
Yeah,
It doesn't really
Sainz
work.
went. He braked too late. He went too deep.
We know that line doesn't work.
We've seen that one too many times. Once again, DRS is going to be open here, but then Leclerc really that Max needs right on that turn where we've been able to save in the multiple times here where they've been able to make up that time. If he makes up those 0.2 before the Red Bull one, he's all good. He'll fly away with this one.
Yep, there's the DRS enabled.
Got 0.9 gap still. I really wish we were watching the Leclerc Verstappen gap and then swap to this, but hey, I'm not Sky Sports and I don't control the pictures, so.
Well, we're gonna see Perez as he flips the DRS active here. Going 200 miles an hour here coming into Fake Yacht Club. And
yeah, Charles put it on to Max here as well. He's going to get it within probably under a half second. He's also going to get closer. Checo's going to be under half second here. And we have Ferrari flares as well, sending it out there. Somehow got that through the US security.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be the part where Leclerc finds himself now 0.8 behind once again. Every time it's this spot that they lose the time.
Red Bull corner there, really favoring the Red Bulls. As we see, the porpoising.
Actually, Russell may be able to make a move here on Hamilton. He's on the mediums. He may be able to get him on the DRS.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, but he still should have DRS also, and I think they're going to end up going side by side here. And I think Russell's going to be right next to Hamilton. This is going to be the first time we see them both fight. And then that was a good job. And then Bottas ends himself up into the wall, so they're going to pass both of them. Oh, Bottas made a huge mistake there. And then this is going to be Leclerc on Verstappen here, which is under 0.4 seconds, which is even closer. And then Perez is under 4 seconds on Sainz. So this is, I guess it wasn't that exciting, and they made it a little more exciting for us. Thank you, Lando.
Thank you, Lando. It wasn't.
I'll sign your basketball helmet, even though I'm not a Heat player. So let me know.
But you're right. Russell and Hamilton are racing each other right now. You'd hope that the team would let them do that, or especially that they gave Russell the medium tire.
Russell has the advantage in points.
Right. He does.
He technically should be first, even though that's not how it used to be. Charles is going to be close here. Oh, it's going to be a really good job there for Leclerc. He almost tried to squeeze there. Let's see how much time he's going to be able to lose there. I don't think he should have gone for that. It was a kind of an odd.
Yeah, a half second right there now.
Again. Oh. Perez here is going to maybe try to get even closer. He's going to have DRS. I don't know. I don't know if Max can hold off. Can he? Let's see.
Well, Max's tire is a little younger, I think, by maybe a few laps, right? But they are neck and neck, and actually Perez is breathing down Sainz's throat right now, too. Woo.
Yeah, Russell makes the pass there on Hamilton.
Okay, all right.
With the button. And then Alonso, what are you doing? Go back. Somebody was just trying to make the pass. And then that was the mistake there from Bottas going way too wide. He probably sent it too far and missed the braking zone. But something just had happened. They had 3 cars just went into that turn. And we're seeing this instead.
Is Lewis going to complain that Russell pushed him off the track?
No, that's
the other way around.
That's Hamilton pushing
Russell off the track.
Yeah.
That's sus. Yeah, they can protest each other. Verstappen's got two laps on less on the tires. I really think Perez, we're going to see, has to make this pass here on Sainz. I mean, to Sainz's credit, the defense has been really good.
Once again, this is where Sainz loses or where Leclerc loses his time.
Going around Red Bull corner there
And
into yellow wall.
they have to be under like 0.5, I think, to actually make the pass on the opening straight.
Well, so the thing is, when the Ferrari activates the DRS, it like gets the speed differential to the Red Bull. It just like gets it back because the Red Bull is faster on the straight.
Yeah, almost even with DRS, it's like barely different.
Now
which
it's
makes no
race.
sense though, because Checo should be able to easily pass Sainz, right? If that was
true.
actually the truth.
Still,
right?
with the medium tires too, right? That's why I was saying
It's almost. I mean, this is the thing that happened last year, right?
It was there it is. Oh, they touch. Oh, he tried to go hard on the inside.
Yeah, that was a bad move there by Checo. That was ahead of me.
Oh my goodness. That was an interesting over the top angle too to see that one.
Yeah, I think that was actually. I think that was a little. I think that was a mistake there from
Perez.
From Perez to be able to send it in there. I don't think he should have done that at all. He still has 2 or 3 laps to go, and he's not even close.
Oh, he actually didn't touch. He just locks up. Woo! That was close.
It's not even close.
Oh, what do you mean? There were millimeters between that.
No, I'm saying he wasn't even close to passing him.
Oh,
like he wasn't even close to being behind him, right? Like you have to be so close to be able to pass it. I think Charles is going to be able to get Max here on this one. Wow. He's within the 0.3 or maybe no. Oh, Charles took a lot of curb.
Yeah. Jesus. A lot of curb there. Red Bull corner biting really hard. I mean, we actually
this is the same gap that we just had on the last one.
See, they're even. They're okay now. Now he's got about 4 or 5 miles per hour. But at the start of the DRS, the Ferrari just catches up to the Red Bull. Well, what I was going to say, we saw Max have an issue there at Red Bull corner on Free Practice 3, where he almost ended up into the his own sponsor's wall, which would have been incredibly ironic.
But, yeah, I mean, I still think like he's saying that Perez was that close to Sainz to be able to make the move. I don't even think Perez was that close. I don't even think he should have thought about it.
Well, he was super late on the brakes and he paid for it. Unfortunately, he might miss out on the podium.
Yeah, now the thing is, I mean, he's ruined his tires. He's ruined the opportunity, right? Yeah. So there's no way he's not going to be able to make that time back up into Sainz. It's not the greatest. That was not the greatest move there. Hamilton radio strategy's not been kind to me. Wasn't this? He literally told them that he didn't want to put any input in the strategy and told his pit wall to do the entire strategy. And now he's saying that the strategy wasn't good.
I mean, what do you mean it wasn't good? He started in 6th. He's going to end. He started in 7th. He's going to end in 6th. I mean, Russell's going to beat him again. Like,
it's like me telling someone like, yeah, can you pick this place for dinner? This place for dinner sucked. Like it was awful. And I never want to go here again. Well, you told me to pick it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say that Max is actually going to open the gap. Charles will not have DRS.
Nope. This will actually be the 5th top 5 finish for George Russell. If it holds, which is in 5 races, he has finished in the top 5 every time. Is incredibly
Max just needs to be able to hold on here, maintain it within a second, just not do anything crazy or silly here, and he should be able to get this one.
Oh, it's because Max just put in the fastest lap of the race.
He also threw in fastest, yeah.
Yep, 1:31.45. I mean, there are still 3 laps to go here. Still, maybe.
I don't. Perez isn't making up any time, right?
No. 1.5 down to 1.1. He's made up maybe like 4/10.
His tires are gone. Then sector 1 yellow flag. Is this
Vettel,
a joke with Vettel, or a real one? Vettel probably crashed. Clear though. He's back on the track somehow. Right, I think because his timing is going. He lost 5. Yeah, he must have spun out or something must have happened or missed the braking zone, as we've seen actually happen a few times to a lot of people here. So you just straight up miss the braking zone completely. This is where the Red Bull typically tries to get away from the Ferrari, and this one right here.
Oh, that was a beautiful exit.
Red Bull. That was nice. That was very nice
really
to be able to see.
Max. That was really nice, actually.
And that should extend to 1.3. And then Perez is going to try to get close. He's not. And this is going to be the Vettel thing. Or no, this is the Magnussen move, and then Vettel tries to go on the inside of everybody, and he actually does. And something must have happened. Then Mick and him, Ocon,
Oh!
they open it. Oh, wow.
Wait, how is there an all clear after that? Like, there's front wing is gone. Like, what? I'm surprised we're still racing.
Wait, I
Wow.
need to see. I just need to see that again because that was very similar to the Alonso thing, right? Alonso and Gasly. I don't know whose corner it was. So we need to see it again. I'm sure we'll
Gasly now
probably see it
apparently
at the
out
end.
of the race.
Yeah, he said his right rear
Oh,
was
oh,
broken.
yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. All right. So we've lost 3. Almost lost
And
4 and
about to
5.
lose 2. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna lose
almost.
Vettel, and we're also gonna lose Mick. And Mick finds himself losing his first opportunity at getting points. Rather
Yeah, that was going to
unfortunate.
be a top 10. Yeah. That's unfortunate for Mick, actually.
Even though turn 1 incident involving Magnussen and Vettel, I think they have the wrong Haas.
Yeah, they do
But
have the wrong Haas on that one. It looks like Max with the 1.5 second advantage here he's 2 laps from winning the inaugural Miami Grand Prix, and barring a fuel disaster, he should be okay.
yeah, barring the car breaking, it's
Yeah.
pretty good to go here.
Oh, that's a retirement for Vettel. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
4. I
side of the
close.
car
I
is
was
broken there.
close. I said 5 cars. Ooh, that is a nasty carbon fiber break there.
Yeah, tough. Not that great for him. Here's George Russell replay of something, him trying to pass Lewis. Or is this like the... Oh, this is just a move earlier that he made. That was nice.
Yeah.
Max extending the gap, 1.6. Signs extending it on Checo.
Yeah, Sainz keeping Checo at arm's length after that big lockup there a couple of laps ago, when Checo tried to make his move and it didn't stick apparently, unlike his tires, which decided to stick to the tarmac. So, and Max is just gonna have to go around one more
Yeah, one
time.
more time and hope that everything stays intact.
And it looks like it actually. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Charles is even dropping further back to 2 seconds.
Yellow flag sector 2, all clear.
Yellow flag sector 2. Yeah, now it's clear again. I'm assuming that's a Stroll and Magnussen thing, and Ricardo's moved up.
Final lap. 3.5 miles to go. And
Yeah,
Verstappen.
the final lap here, Miami. And it looks like it should be a Red Bull 1 and Ferrari 2 and 3, with Red Bull in 4th, Mercedes 5 and 6. It's sort of what we're looking at here.
Yep, not bad. Although Max will take the fastest lap as well, so the extra point to help continue to close the gap in the Drivers' Championship. Although Leclerc will actually, maybe, assuming he doesn't make a mistake like he did at Imola, be able to finish this in second, as we see the gondolas overhead. And Max coming around, yeah, coming around Beach Club here. Gonna try to take the checkered into Red Bull corner. He's only got the yellow wall. Yellow wall, don't miss it. And clean around yellow wall, and then we're good. That looks like it's going to be it, friend.
Yeah, that looks like that should probably cook it. It's going to get the last straightaway down here, down Gator Alley. Maybe that's what we'll call it in the future.
Oh, it's like the Everglades.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
Gator Alley is. I guess we could call this straightaway that.
Yeah, we could.
That would be a. I
That'd
think that would
work.
be a clever. I think that works. It is right
Alligator
next to the
Alley down
swamp,
there. Yeah.
or like it is right next to that moat there, and then you can see the Dutch fans have brought the flares to Miami, and Max Verstappen will win the first Miami inaugural Grand Prix. Congratulations to Red Bull. Ferrari will take the second place, Charles Leclerc, Sainz. Carlos Sainz going to take third. Checo is going to take fourth after his missed dive, I guess you could say, on Sainz there. Russell's going to take fifth. He's going to beat Hamilton. Bottas is going to find himself in seventh with that mistake that he had. He probably could have, if he didn't make that mistake, he probably could have been up there in fifth there. Alonso and the Alpines are going to find themselves 8-9. Remember, Alonso has the 5-second penalty, so that actually may move them even further back. And a hats off to Alex Albon with Williams up in 10th. I know it is just 1 point, but that is hats off to them.
That is
and
the
Haas
first
finds
points.
themselves. No, that's the second point.
Second point.
And Haas finds themselves where they found themselves last year, unfortunately, this race.
Unfortunate. 15th and 16th. I really expected more out of Haas. But yeah, actually, no, it was a great drive by Albon, really. I mean, and he was quick in practice too. There was one of the practices where he was up there, so it's great to see that Williams can sneak themselves into the points here. But I think the 5-second time penalty just flips Ocon and Alonso. So either way, 8.
Yeah, that was quite fantastic for everybody that joined us, or the new people or anything like that. If you want to watch the interviews at the end, join us in Discord. Hit the subscribe button. Join us for the next races. I think in 2 weeks, we're in Imola or somewhere, right? I forget where we are next week.
We are in Spain.
No, we're in Spain in the 22nd. So 2 weeks we'll be in Spain, and then after that, Monaco. We have the beautiful Monaco race. So that'll be cool. We got 2 back-to-back races. Then remember, if you want to, who got the fastest lap? Max Verstappen took the fastest lap, so he was able to pull out the extra point for Red Bull and for himself there. But that was interesting. That was pretty cool, I guess. First Miami race. You know?
Well,
I guess it wasn't as hyped as the maybe events or the race track itself, but it still was pretty entertaining-ish.
That's why you want to be able to jump in the pool with the mermaids in the middle of the race. You know? Yeah. But the last 10 laps there actually. Oh yeah, that's the Kevin.
That was K-Mag and Stroll that made love to each other.
A lot of little bumps there. We'll have to see what the replay between Gasly and Norris ends up being too. That'll be an interesting one. But yeah, all in all, a good race. I actually think the track is quite good. I think I enjoyed watching these drivers work through the challenge of the track, because it is definitely rather tricky, especially for a new circuit. But it seemed to work out okay here. No, not any real huge
Russell Radio.
Incidents. Yeah, from 12th up into 5th. Yeah. The consistency from George Russell, despite the machinery, has just been very, very good this season.
Yeah, it was fast. A really good job there from George Russell, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
I mean, overall. And once again, if you want to see the pictures and the interviews and stuff like that, because we don't want to talk over them or anything like that, we typically end the stream early. But hop into Discord. I'll leave all the pictures up so you're able to watch and hear the drivers, and also everything else. And so that's typically kind of the coolest part, you know. But from all of us here, I guess at Real Life Sports, this is our first, and I would say a very successful Miami Grand Prix that we've done.
This has been fun. It's fun to have one held in the States where as I said, I don't have to wake up at 4 a.m., which will be what we have to do for. Actually, Baku's the worst one. Baku's at 4 a.m. Spain's only at 6. Anyway, 2 weeks from now we'll be in Spain, and we will join you there, or join us while we're there in Spain. Otherwise, we're going to say have a great rest of your Sunday, since it's basically nighttime for the rest of the world, especially in Europe. All right, that's it. We're done.
Well,
Max Verstappen.
Take care, everybody. Remember, drop a subscribe, like, follow, or whatever it is. Hang out with us later. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Thank you.
See ya.